I can only hope that this message falls into the right hands and brings us someone who will breathe new life into Rivershine. I'll never forget the days when this town thrived and our champion taking home countless victories. Generation after generation, we built a tight-knit community, all focused on a single purpose. But then we lost our champion, and the days grew quieter, the streets emptier, our spirits weaker. Ever since, I've dreamed of rebuilding our town, and it's finally time to bring that old hope to light. Hello Wolfpack, and welcome to the ranch of Rivershine. And the first thing I need to do is turn the sound down. Music can go right down and sound can come down. There we go. So, Ranch of Rivershine is now in full release. I have been playing this since early access. I have gone through all the updates with it, and I thought it would be fun for us to do a series. Now that it is in full release and the full story is out there. So, let's go and talk to Madeline. Welcome to Rivershine, Wolfie. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Unfortunately, your stay here might be shorter than we expected. I know you travelled quite a long way to work here as a stable hand, but the situation has changed since our last letter. You see, the rider I selected to serve as our champion never arrived. They changed their mind after hearing rumours around Rivershine. I'm sure you can imagine this has been quite disappointing for all of us, as we'd been eagerly preparing for the champion's arrival. That said, I must admire your resolve in coming here, especially with all the talk of curse hanging over Rivershine. It's unfortunate that we don't have any work for you at the stables. Unless, what if you stepped in as our champion? I realise it's a leap from stable hand to champion, but we desperately need someone to represent us. How does that sound to you, Wolfie? I'm confident you can rise to the challenge. Of course, it would require quite rigorous training for both you and your horse, especially since you arrived here on foot. Fortunately, I have arranged for some horse traders to participate in a grand reopening of the auction house today. While we don't currently have many horses available, I'm sure I'll be able to offer you a greater variety in the future. Now, it's understandable if the prospect of participating in your first horse auction is intimidating. Allow me to explain the process. As I present each horse to you, you may either pass or place a bid on it. Feel free to pass on any horse that doesn't interest you, but once you do, someone else will purchase it. If you see a horse that catches your eye, be sure to bid on it. It may take a few rounds to win, but don't worry. If you truly want a horse, I'm confident you'll be able to attain it. If I may offer you some advice on choosing your first horse. Of course, you should choose a horse with a coat that you like, but also consider their skill level. Their jump speed, endurance, and flexibility will impact their performance. All of these skills can be improved based on a horse's potential. Therefore, if you plan to train your horse, it might be best to purchase one with high potential, even if their other skills are currently lacking. Don't worry too much about their name either, you can change that later. I'm thrilled to see which horse you will choose, Wolfie. I'll see you in the auction house when you're ready. Okay, so I normally go very much based on horse coat colour, but I have a little sneaky plan. So obviously I would like more than 50 in potential. I would like some relatively decent starting stats, but the thing I'm actually looking for is this trait here. Harvester, gain forage twice when collecting it. Because if we can get more forage, we can get more money early. Now, the stats aren't the end of the world. Potential is, so we need high potential and forage and harvester. I am going to pass on Star Nebula. Next into the ring we have High Marigold. You don't have the trait I'm looking for. Bye-bye now. What is that trait? Competitive. Gain extra speed during competitions. Okay, but no, that's not what we want. Ta-ra! And bonus money per competition. Never wanders off. Trains endurance twice as fast. Not sure about that on the skills though. This might take me a while. Beautiful liver chestnut, pass. I normally start with a black horse, so I'm excited hopefully to start with something different. You have like no potential. No. Keep moving. Perfect boot. Ooh, you've got a lot of potential and good starting stats. But I need that. I need that harvester trait. What's this competition one? Rival. Oh, they're slower in competitions, okay. But again, you've got really low potential. You collect money while riding around, but everything else is absolutely awful. Everything else is terrible. No, you don't have a trait I want. Okay, I'm going to go through and hopefully find a horse that's going to fit. I think this is endless until you pick one, and then I will rejoin with you. I think I've found him, and he just so happens to be black. So he's shorter than I would normally go for, but he has 69% potential, 7% flexibility, 19 and 18 in endurance and jump, and 9 in speed. So we need to do a bit of speed work, a bit of flexibility work. That's fine. Has the harvester trait, never wanders off, and is agile, so gains flexibility twice as fast. Fantastic. Is quite pricey, but I think it's worth it for that harvester trait. So let's bid on Super Diesel. Also a bit shorter than I would generally go for. I normally stick more in the 15.3 to 16.1 range, but it's only our starter. Probably isn't going to stay with us long term, is going to be a project. And we've got him. Ah, your horse is a lovely choice. Wolfie, I have no doubt that you will make a formidable pair. Now that you've acquired a horse, I recommend visiting our trainer, River. I have informed her that you'll be arriving and she has prepared a lesson for you. You will find River in the outdoor arena just down the hill from the auction house. Oh, and don't forget to lead your horse with you. Okay. So we are off to see River. And if I see any harvestables along the way, I'm obviously going to collect those. Oh, like over here, we've got 2 carrots. See, I just feel like harvester is going to be such a huge thing for us because we are going to get that double pickup from it. I'm just going to walk the long way around because I think there's normally, yeah, some things to collect back here. Now, the chamomile and things like that we're not going to need right at the beginning. To be honest, even in my save, I don't use them all that often. Where's River? Oh, in the arena. Hi, River. Well, if it isn't Rivershine's next cross-country champion. It's nice to meet you, Wolfie. Oh, and who do we have here with you? Super Diesel. I'm sure you'll both go far together. I'm River. I usually work with Madeline to help her find and train horses for auction houses, and she has asked me to take some time today to prepare a lesson for you and get you acquainted with your new partner. Now, let's get you riding. It'll be easier to explain once you're on Super Diesel. Just stand next to your horse and mount it when you're ready. Oh, I need to think of a name for him. Press W to start walking forwards. Okay. Done that. Now we're trotting. So we'll just get through this tutorial bit. Slow down by tapping S or slow down quickly by holding it. That was a good start, Wolfie. It's easy to take it easy with the gallop as your horse doesn't have a lot of endurance just yet. It's always better to slow down to a canter before your horse fully runs out of energy. But I know how fun it is to go full speed. Yes. Now, let's see if we can take a better look at Super Diesel. Oh, there we go. So then we can look round. This is how I generally ride. You can also go into first person. So use A and D to control the reins in this way. And we might try and do some first person stuff throughout. Recenter and come back off of that because we don't like it. Just gained a flexibility point already. Now I like to keep my horses very even in their skills. Now that you've learnt the basics, I'll add a few jumps into the arena. Don't worry, I'll be keeping the obstacles small for now. To help Super Diesel jump well, speed up to a trot or faster. Make sure your horse faces the obstacle straight on, and then when you're close enough to it to jump, breathe. Remember to breathe, Wolfie. Remember, it's easier to prepare for obstacles correctly when you're approaching it slow. So if Super Diesel refuses a jump, make sure to take your time when you try again. Alright, let's give it a try. So what my aim will probably be to... Oh, it's done that again. Oh. Nice jump, Wolfie. If you pay close attention after crossing the obstacle, you'll see that your horse is improving their jump skill. You can train your horse in multiple disciplines such as jump, endurance, speed, and flexibility when you ride them. However, your horse will lose energy as you train them. And once you run out of energy, they can't be trained any further until they rest. Feel free to practice over the other cavalettis in the arena, and when you're done training, come and see me. So I'm going to leave it there for now, just because I don't want to put too much into the jump skill. So I will probably aim to get him to 20 and everything to begin with, and then go from there. Great training session, Wolfie. I've already set up a new beginner obstacle course on your ranch, so if you want to train again, you can always do so in your arena or right here in town. We still have a lot to chat about, but I'm sure you're very excited to get settled into your ranch with Super Diesel. Before you leave town, make sure to stop by the general store. I bet George has a little care package to help you get started. There might even be a carrot or two in it for Super Diesel. Talk to you soon, Wolfie. Okay. I'm trying to use star stable controls, and instead I'm just zooming in. So I am going to canter, because that speed was one of the things, along with flexibility, that we needed to improve. And also keep an eye out for any more collectibles. Like, oh, see, I'm doing star stable controls again. I'm trying to speed up and slow down with the scroll wheel. Is that all there is here? Yep. Okay. So back to the canter, so we can do some speed training, and we will do flexibility naturally as we go along. Bark, bark, bark. And into the general store. Hi, George. Ah, Wolfie, is it? I was expecting a new rider to represent our town. Not a stable hand, but if Madeline believes this is the right course of action, well, let's see what I can do for you. To help you settle in, I've prepared a little care package for your ranch. It includes a few essential tools and, more importantly, hay, grain and bedding for Super Diesel. That should last you a few days. After that, you can gather forage around your ranch or come by my shop again. I've got a bit of everything in stock, though nothing too extravagant. For tack and other specialised items, you'll want to visit the neighbouring stores. They've just reopened with the return of our champion. Well, potential champion, I should say. Let's just hope you don't disappoint them. Now, you better head home and get Super Diesel settled into the stable after such an eventful day. I wish you both a pleasant evening. I don't know why he's giving me Snape vibes. Okay. Explore your new ranch. That we shall. What were your skills again? Oh, I is the wrong button. F. Yeah, so we'll want to do one more in jump and 2 more in endurance, but the majority of the current focus is in flexibility and speed. So we could do some flexibility while we ride there. There's some collectibles there for me to grab. Slow down. So I'm thinking we're gonna aim for a like producer's yard type thing. So specifically wild horses. We will catch the wild horses, train them, produce them. If they're really good, we'll have a foal from them. But otherwise we will then go on and sell them. So my criteria for selling is all their potential has to be used up. and they have to have won one of every race at the highest level they possibly can. So when that gets to sort of end game, and I'm going to hate this because it involves the race I most hate in this game, they'll have to do every expert race before we sell them, just because that adds to their value. So get these, and then you can go into the stable. Oh, we go. Let's canter into the stable, get that extra speed in. Okay, taking care of our horse. Hey, I'm just going to click through all of these because I know what it all does. Blankets. Okay, there we go. Right, so you do actually need some Timothy hay. Yeah, we'll do Timothy hay. And we're going to brush you. Make you all pretty and clean. Now, you're going to stay in because I don't want you to lose any potential and I need you to have full energy for tomorrow. And we'll put some straw down for you. Oh, we're only at 99 care. Have I missed something? Are you not quite brushed? Oh, it might be because your health is slightly low. Okay, well, hopefully that goes up tomorrow. Visit your new home. Oh, I'm going out the wrong way. Visit your new home. So the layout of this branch has actually changed quite significantly from when it first started. I don't think I picked any seeds up, but I will just go and double check. Because we want to get things planted as soon as we can, really. That's an extra source of income for us. Not a huge amount, but it can make the difference. And we will sleep. And you may have noticed the little pet bed at the end of the bed, and that's because there are pets now. And they're super useful for gatherings. Like our horse plus a pet is going to be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Hiya, Wolfie. I hope you had a good night's rest. Because you have a busy day ahead, why don't you come by for a chat? I'll get you set up with a horse training course to practice with your horse. You have a competition to get ready for. Hey there, Wolfie. I thought you might be getting a bit turned around as you find your way around town. Why don't you ride into town with your new pony and check your map to see where I am? Okay. So I think generally episode... Oh, let me get the horse out first because I'll get more out of it. Episode length-wise, we'll probably be doing a day an episode. But because this is the first episode and sort of the first day, so to speak, doesn't really have a time limit to it. We'll probably do this day and then call it for the episode. I don't think we're going to have a huge amount to do today. I'm going to go and do the training that River wants us to do. Go and find Jay. And then we'll probably just use our energy up. I'm going to give you orchard grass today. We'll probably just use our energy up to train a bit, get that flexibility and speed going. And that'll be all for today. Okay, there's normally some goodies over here. There we go, apple. Is that a thing I can collect? No. And then there's normally some up by the gate as well. So I will get on the horse. I just want to collect these bits because they are all going to be important to us. Ooh, walk forwards. There we go. Practice makes perfect. Not all competitions will be won on the first try. Unless you're as competitive as me. Is Jay in his house? No, he's in the park office. So let's go see Jay. And then we'll go over to see what River's looking for today. I can't remember what the first major thing we save up for is. I think it's one of the new areas. Hi, Jay. Let's chat. Did you know that Rivershine has one of the biggest wild horse populations around? When you think about it, it's kind of scary to have more horses than people. Like, we're outnumbered. What if instead of us herding them, they decide to herd us? is what I would say if I was scared of horses, which I'm not. Honestly, I just wish we had more visitors. Most days, there's hardly anyone here. Well, that's not entirely true. Sometimes we get a lost tourist trying to find their way back to some place or another. Helping them out is the best part of my day. Madeline says if things go well, we'll be getting more visitors soon. I can't wait for that. Looks like you found your way around town. I wasn't sure you'd make it here, to be honest. I'm just messing with you. I'm glad you figured out where I was on the map. You used the map, right? It's so useful, a park ranger's best tool. Now, you can use the map simply to look around and see what buildings and villages are in the area. But there's more. You can also use it as a guide to find your way around. Simply select a target on your map, like a store or an entrance to a new trail, and then click on Guide. It will point you in the right direction while you're riding. If you're too far from the entrance of the trail, you can also teleport back there with your horse. Saves you from running back to the entrance, especially if you're getting tired. Don't worry too much though, I'm sure you'll get used to the town's layout soon, and you'll be able to walk around with your eyes closed. Well, as long as your horse's eyes are open. Okay, so that's Jay's quest done. And it's not even 7 AM. Let's go see what River is looking for. Then we'll canter and we'll do a bit of serpentine. Continue working on these skills. The flexibility thing is amazing. Because we are already leveling flexibility up. Let's just do a check-in. So flexibility is at 12 currently. I think it was at 6, 9 when we first got him. I don't know what to name him. I'm going to have to think about a name between this episode and the next. Meow, meow, meow. I'm going to go around and collect the harvestables around here. And that may be the training we do today. We may just sort of canter around and look for harvestables around the town. Because we're about to do some arena work now with River, so I don't think we need to do loads of arena work. And I don't want it to be really repetitive or just like me riding in a circle. Okay, you hitch up there. River, you'll stop it. Okay, we'll chat first. I know you're still settling in, Wolfie, but I want you to know that you made the right choice by moving here. I can tell you're fitting perfectly in Rivershine. You know, I used to live here when I was a kid. I don't remember much about it though. I only recently moved back here myself. Madeline has been doing a lot to bring new people to Rivershine. That's how she found me. When I first arrived, the town was pretty quiet, and many people here didn't believe it would get better. Honestly, it was a bit discouraging, but Madeline sees a lot of potential in you, and she's never wrong about that kind of thing. So I'm sure you'll become the best champion. Ah, Wolfie, I hope you're ready for another lesson today. Before you step into the arena, I thought I'd give you a few tips about Super Diesel's training. You might have noticed you're naturally training your horse as you ride around town or jump in the arena. You can see their energy. You can see next to their energy which skill you're actively training. For example, galloping will train their endurance, while cantering will improve their speed. Flexibility is practiced by turning sharply, and jumping, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Keep in mind, you can't train a horse indefinitely. It will be limited both daily based on your horse's energy and through their whole life depending on their potential. As your horse practices different activities throughout the day, such as training and competing, their energy will go down. This will also impact how long they can gallop, and if your horse completely runs out of energy, they won't be able to go faster than a canter. Luckily, energy is restored daily. As long as your horse is healthy, your horse will also have more energy if they sleep in the stables, so keep that in mind before turning them out to pasture. Potential, on the other hand, can't be restored as easily. Your horse will lose potential every night they spend in the pasture, and will lose a potential point for every skill point they gain. In other words, if you want to maximise your horse's speed, you might want to limit their endurance training and put as much of the potential as possible into their speed. For now, let's focus on improving your horse's jump. Simply walk into the arena with Super Diesel and select a beginner course you'd like to practice on. You can purchase more courses from the shop if you want to change things up. Come see me once you've trained for a bit, and we'll let Madeline know about your progress. With any luck, she'll decide to open the competitions again. Okay, so you don't actually have to train to do this, so... Nice work, Wolfie. I can already see Super Diesel's improvement. Oh, and before I forget, here are a few pears for you. Yes, pears are incredible. Second best treat in the game. Absolutely incredible. Well, for Super Diesel. I'm sure you've noticed your horse's energy goes down during training, but if you want to bring the energy back up, you can always offer them a snack. Keep in mind, you can only offer your horse a snack once per day, so choose your moment wisely. Now, you should go and visit Madeline. I'm sure she'll be very happy to hear about your progress. Wonderful! Okay, visit Madeline to learn more about cross-country competitions. Again, it is only 7 in the morning. La la la, la la la. Flexi, 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 flexi. I do need to get gallop and jump up, but I only need to get them up a little bit. So I'm trying not to put too much attention on that at the moment. And halt. Okay. Let's click this and this and this. I'm gonna pull you. I say pull because it does look more like pulling than leading, but you know. And I'll grab the ones here and then we'll talk to Madeline. Oats, apples. Oh, and chamomile? Oh, flax. So we will chat to you. How's our new champion doing today? I know things are moving fast around here, but remember not to overwork yourself. It's always been my goal to make Rivershine a place where everyone feels at home. We may make mistakes along the way, but we can work towards building something better together. For instance, I spent so much time preparing for our new champion, I never considered what I'd do if they didn't show up. I hope you're enjoying your time here, despite the chaos. From what I've seen, you're balancing your duties as a stable hand and champion quite well. Well, there's much to do, especially for you, Wolfie. I should get back to it. Ah, Wolfie, I'm delighted to share with you that our first competition is ready to take place in Rivershine. Now, if you're feeling ready to inaugurate our town's competition, just head over to the competition board in the town square. You'll find it right in front of the auction house. From there, you can register any time you'd like to participate in a competition. We only have one that's organised for now, but I'm sure we'll have more competitions for you very soon. Well, let's see our new Rivershine champion fares. I hope to see... Yeah, right, okay. So, I'm actually not going to register for the race today. I'm going to do a very quick sweep of the village. And so the thing with Ranch of Rivershine is it only saves when you sleep. So, I'm actually going to grab some more collectibles or harvestables. And then I'm going to go back to the ranch and end this episode, and we will do the race tomorrow. Like in-game tomorrow. So, all this up there. I'm just trying to collect everything I can, because this horse was a little bit more expensive than what I wanted to spend. That's chamomile. And I want to try and get some of that money back. I don't think there's normally any down here, is there? Oh yeah, there is over there. So we'll do a little bit of endurance, because I do need to, ultimately I do need to get that up. So we shall pick all these things up. And there's some here, and then we can head back and we will sleep so I can save. There's not really a time constraint on these things. Like, I don't have to do that competition now. So we will do it on Spring Day 3. Let's head back. Lippity clop, lippity clop. Such a beautiful game. Okay, I think I took care of you, didn't I? Oh, your care's not Oh, I didn't brush you. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's brush you quickly. There we go. All sparkly. Got 2% trust. Okay. Right, let's head to bed. I know it's only 9:30 in the morning. It's fine. Our days will get longer. Sleep, and I will end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.